I'm Elaine Pelche, and we're going to spend a couple minutes together using our bodies to get ourselves in a positive mind space. We're first going to start out with a few exercises, upper body, core, and lower body. Then we're going to wind down with some stretching and some meditation. So let's first get warmed up just so we can let our bodies know that we're ready to use them. We're going to start with big arm circles back. Very good. When you're doing your arm circles, your elbows should not be locked out. There should be a small bend in your elbow. You should feel this in your shoulders, your upper back, and your chest. Great. Let's do two more and go the opposite way. So now we're going forward. Make sure you have that small bend in your elbow. Very good. Two more. Very good. Now let's get that core and our lower body warmed up. We're going to go down into a basic squat. When you're going down into your squat, come back up. We don't need to focus too much on squeezing our glutes right now. We're simply just letting our bodies know, hey, we're ready to use you. We're going to go down, come back up. You want to make sure your chest is up. You are not bending your chest. You want to make sure your knees are staying behind your toes. You do not want your knees going past your toes. Very good. Let's do two more. And for this last one, we're gonna stay down. And we're gonna have our arms out and we're just gonna do a big circle with our bodies. This is getting our core all warmed up. Big circle. Very good. Go the opposite way. You should feel this all in your core. One more. Very good. Come back up. Our first exercise is going to be an upper body exercise. We're going to have a slight bend in our knees. We're going to hinge slightly at our hips. It's never going to be a bend. It's always going to be a hinge. We're going to have our arms up, and when our arms are up, we're going to try to keep them in a 90-degree angle. Slight bend, slight hinge, 90-degree angle. And what we're going to do is simply open and close. Very good. Now when you're opening and closing, you should really be squeezing. There can be a slight pause when you're coming back here, so you can really focus on squeezing those back muscles. Awesome. You should also feel this in your shoulders. Very good. In a couple seconds, you should feel it in your biceps, even your triceps. If you want to take this up a notch, you can add weights. This is not an exercise that you need heavy weights for. Even just using a water bottle in each hand could be plenty. Very good. Let's do three more. Two, one. Excellent job. Now we're going to move into our core. For our core, we're going to focus on those side muscles, which are your obliques. Now, in order to get those obliques in a low impact way without having to get on the ground, we're going to do side crunches. So we're going to lift our legs up and our arms are going to come down, but both motions are going to be mainly pulled by those obliques. So you don't want it to look like this. You want it to really be those obliques pulling your leg up and your arm down. And we're going to alternate on each side. Very good. This is also an exercise that you can hold weights in your hands for if you want to take it up a notch. Very good. Remember, it's not a pull down, it's not a push up. You're using that oblique to crunch at the side. Very good. Let's do one more on each side. Very good. Now we're going to go into a lunge. When you're doing a lunge, you're going to step back and step forward. Same thing with the squats. When you're doing your lunge, you don't want your knee going past your toe. That knee needs to make sure you are staying back. So we're going to go back. And ideally, your lunge would be 90 degrees in both legs. If that's a little too much for you, I want that back leg to just be bent as much as it can be. If this is all you can do, then that's all I want. We are going to alternate sides. Very good. Very good. Awesome. Keep on alternating sides. Let's do one more on each side. 1 and 1. Very good. Now we're going to get those glutes. To get those glutes, we're going to step back into that lunge. But this time we can keep our back leg kind of straight. And what we're going to do is focus on the back leg going in and out. But we're going to use our glute muscle to pull that leg back up. So step back and we're going to go in and pull back up. You want to really, really squeeze that glute muscle. So come in and pull up. Very good. Have it all focused on that glute. Really squeeze that glute. If balance is something you struggle with, instead of stepping straight back, you can step to the side a little bit. So instead of going straight back, you can go out to the side in order to help with your balance. I am 13 weeks pregnant. Balance is something that I'm struggling with. So all of my lunge exercises, I am stepping to the side. Very good. Let's do 2 more, 2, 1, and let's go to the opposite leg. This knee should not be going over your foot. Your back leg should be straight. We're coming in and squeezing that glute when you're pushing up. Down. Squeeze that glute. Very good. You want to make sure you're always breathing through these exercises. You never want to be holding your breath. Oh, I can feel it in my glute. So let's do 2 more. 2, 1, very good. Now we're going to wind our bodies down with some stretching and then move into some meditation. The first stretch we're going to do, we're going to start up and work our way down. The first stretch we're going to do is stretch out our neck and our shoulders. You're going to take your left hand, put your palm out. Your right hand can go on the left side of your head, and we're just going to pull. And you can just sit right here. Make sure you're breathing. You never want to hold your breath. You should feel this in your neck, through your shoulder. Very good. A couple more seconds here. We're going to gently release when you're doing any type of stretching. You never want jerk in or yank in motions. You want everything to just flow. So put your right palm out, left hand on the right side of your head, and pull. Very good. At this point, your breath should be slowing down a little bit. Your entire body should feel loose. You should feel that stretch in your neck and your shoulders. Excellent job. Next, we're going to get on the ground to focus on stretching out our core and our leg muscles. We're going to focus on our core first, doing something called a cat and a cow. Now this move has a ton of different names. Cat and cow is what I find is most common. We're going to get on all fours. Your knees are shoulder width apart. Your wrists are going to go right underneath your shoulders. So right under your shoulders. And the first one we're going to do is the cat. But your face is up, your neck is up, and you're really stretching out that core by having a big arch in your back. You should feel that all in your core. Very good. Stay here for a couple more seconds. Now we're going to reverse it and go into a cow, which means that you should have a big arch in your back. Now when doing the cow, your head should just hang wherever it feels natural. So have your head hanging down, a big arch in your back. You really want to pull that belly button up into your back as much as you can and just let your head hang down. Good, let's go back into cat. Put that big arch in your back. You should feel it all in your core. Your wrists are still underneath your shoulders. And back into the cow. Belly button pulled up as much as it can be. Your head is just hanging down wherever it feels naturally. Very good. So next we're going to work on stretching out our legs. We're gonna do something called a runner stretch. Our left leg is gonna be out. Your knee should never go past your foot. Your knee should be in line with your ankle. Our right leg is gonna be extended out. We do not want the top of our foot on the ground. We're gonna be supported by our toes. So your toes are gonna be under your foot supporting you. So we're gonna have our left foot bent. Our right foot is supporting us. We're gonna have our right hand on the ground and our left hand is stretching out. Very good. You should feel the energy going from your fingertips all the way into your right heel. Very, very good. Stay here for a few more seconds. Good. Put that hand down. Make sure you're supporting yourself. And we're going to switch legs. So our right leg is in that 90 degree. Our knee is not going past our toe. Our left hand is going to be on the ground. Our left foot is supporting us. And reach out with that hand. Really feel the energy going from your fingertips all the way into your back heel. Few more seconds. Excellent job. You can slowly come down. We're going to end with a few minutes of meditation. So sit with your legs crossed. Have your eyes closed. Now when doing our meditation, we're going to do, our breathing is going to be 4-4-4. Some people call it triangle breathing, which means you're going to breathe in for 4 seconds, hold it for 4 seconds, and breathe out through your mouth for 4 seconds. Very good. So that's going to be the breathing that we're going to really focus on during our meditation. When we're breathing, you want to have one hand on your chest, the other hand on your stomach, really feeling your stomach and those lungs expanding out. So when you're breathing in, you want your stomach to really be expanding out. So have your hand on your chest, your other hand on your stomach, and we're going to do that 4-4-4 breathing. In for 4, hold for 4, and out for 4. When you're breathing out, you really want to push all that air out of your lungs. Keep going. In for 4, hold for 4, out for 4. Very good. Now when you're breathing, you want to make sure your body is relaxed. So right now I want you to think about your jaw. I want you to unclench it. I want you to just let it hang, even if that means your mouth is open. Very good. I want your eyes still closed. Hand on your chest and your stomach, still breathing. Now think about those shoulders. I want your shoulders to just hang. Don't worry about your shoulders supporting yourself up right now. Let those shoulders hang. Let your jaw hang. Let your neck feel loose. And keep breathing. Now I want you to picture a place that makes you so happy. Maybe that's sitting on the beach. Maybe that's in the mountains. Maybe it's your childhood backyard. Keep breathing. You want to really make sure to expand your stomach and your lungs when you're inhaling that air. Think about the sounds that you would hear in this place, whether it's the ocean crashing, the birds humming, raindrops on your back patio. Keep breathing. Think about the small details that really bring you joy when you're at this place. Is it seeing small children laughing and playing in the waves? Is it seeing a little deer running through the mountains? Is it your brothers and your sisters or your childhood friends playing with you in your backyard? Picture all the details. Smell the scents that you would smell in this place. Let your body and your mind go back to that place that brings you joy. You're breathing in for 4, holding 4 seconds, breathing out for 4 seconds. Very good. We can slowly put our hands by our side. Your palms should be on the ground. Let's do one more triangle breathe in for 4, hold 4, out 4. And out for 4. Very good. You can open up your eyes. If you need to take a couple seconds and just stay on the ground, you definitely can. But by now, your body, your mind should be totally relaxed. Your head should be in a positive mindset, and you should be ready to take on your day.